Hello, my fellow individuals. I am Mr. Mini Mask Man here, and today I'm going to react to the new Death Note movie trailer, Death Note 3, Light Up the New World. Now, obviously, if you've not seen the trailer or the original video, just go to the description down below. Go to the link right there, where credit is due. So, now, I've actually never seen the first two live-action Death Note films, so I don't know what this third one is. I heard the first two pretty much covers the whole series, so I have no idea what where they're gonna go from here. Is this a prequel? Is this a sequel? Or is this its own spin-off thing? That's what I'm not sure. So, and I looked at it, at least the link for the trailer, it's actually pretty short. Hang on, I'm just getting something right here. But, okay. Well, anyways, yeah, so I have no idea what's gonna happen. Let me see. I don't know how many like anime live action films. Not a lot, to be honest. For live action anime films, I've seen the Rurouni Kenshin ones. Those were actually pretty cool. That's one of my only few favorite ones. I love this. I love the anime. I used to read the manga up to the Shishio arc, and for some reason there was more that they didn't cover it in the anime. So I probably need to finish that to actually. Well, my friends told me how it ended, but I kind of want to read it for myself in detail. But yeah, but it's one of my favorite anime series or mangas out there, and the live action movie did it pretty well. So, but what I hear from what I hear from people when they see these live action anime films, it's kind of, they said most of the time most of them is a miss, and a few are kind of a hit. And then there's some just kind of in the medium. Like I heard about the Attack on Titan live film, and I heard that was just not so well. At least from what I heard, I haven't seen it yet. But I'm just waiting for season 2 for 2 on that one. But you know, it is what it is. For the Death Note one, I heard the first one was actually pretty good about the anime. They said the second one though, was like it just went complete 180, like it went downhill. So I don't know about this third one that they're talking about. I don't know again, no idea. So you know what, let's just watch it now, and then I'll probably commentate later what I think about it. But yeah, it's pretty short. It's only 1:06, so it's more like a teaser, I guess. But alright, I'll watch it right now. Oh, Warner Brothers. 10-year hiatus. There's 6? What? 3-man pursue the 6 notes. Hero worshippers. Okay. It's interesting. Was that a freaking Shinigami? That looked like Ryuk. Was that Ryuk? Coming to cinemas 2016. Oh, this year. Wow, that's okay. Wow. I kind of like that one. Okay, so from what I'm getting here, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So, what they're saying is a 10-year hiatus after the events of Death Note. You know, after the story. 10 years happened, and all of a sudden now there's 6 Death Notes. People have 6 of them, and obviously it's deficit going everywhere because there's freaking 6 Death Note users. The most we've seen in the series is 2, which was usually either Light, and Misa Misa. And if not Misa Misa, I forgot the other guy's name, but it was the final part of the anime, the guy with the glasses. I completely forgot his name, but he switched it, you know. But it was mainly just 2, you know, Light being the main one. But 6, holy crap, 6 Death Note users. And if you want, you might as well add 7. Ha ha ha. I got my own little Death Note right here. All the rules. And the funny thing about these rules, these official Death Note rules, is that there's actually quite a bit that they left out a lot in the anime and the manga. There's actually specific rules that kind of either say the same thing in different wording or contradicts actually a few of the things in the anime. But, they do what they could, so. But anyways, yeah, so this one there's 6 Death Notes. 6 different people that have them. And there's 3 people going after him, I guess, to stop him. Which, for what I saw, is one of us probably from the police. The other one's probably L's successor. Which I don't know in this case if it's still, what's his name? Nier? I don't know if Nier's still in this situation. If they're still revolving around that same, that same story and world, Nier should still be there, because it's only been 10 years. So, I don't know if that's Nier or somebody completely different that wants to follow L's steps. So, this is interesting, and then so the question is, how did the 6 get down there? Because I know, Ryuk, when he dropped the Death Note in the world, in the Earth, and that's where Light got it. So when Death Notes are in our world or Earth, Shinigamis are the ones that drop it, either accidentally or purposely. Usually purposely. Specifically, Ryuk out of boredom. So, So does that mean 6 different Shinigamis just decided to drop them there, or something happened? Maybe one Shinigami took like 5 maybe, or 6, and just boom, just threw him there. And Ryuk is there, so he's back. At least what I saw at the end. And another different Shinigami, but I actually do want to see this one a lot, because it's not from the story, like it's not retelling the story in the anime and the manga. And I know, if I recall, in the ending in the manga, compared different from the anime, is it ended where I think it was 3 years. I can't remember. It was like 3 years later or something. And Nier was like the head of the police or something. And they still had the Death Note with them. I don't know if it was one or both of them with them. And the police were like heavily protected, And you see at the end that there is still some worshippers of Kira, which Light, of course. So there's still people that worship them as a god. Kira as a god, just like what Light's dream was, to become a god. So technically it came true for Light. Even though, it didn't end so well for him. So, and there is a thing where they say one of them, I think, was a Kira worshipper. So that's probably one of the 6 users. And there's a girl that was using it in the friggin' middle, just like writing down. People were like dying around her. I don't know if they're criminals or they're just random. She's just randomly writing people's names and so forth. I don't know how she got all those names, unless she has the Shinigami eyes already. I don't know. But I'm actually pretty interested in this one. I really am. Because this is something completely different. What they're doing with is more, it's definitely more chaotic and stuff like that. And it's kind of like how they're going to stop these 6 Death Note users. And, you have your 3 heroes or protagonists. One is for the police, one is following L's steps, and I don't know who the third one is. Or I think they did mention the 3. Like, it was one in the police, one in the one of L's successors, and I think one of them was I think that was I don't know, that Kira worshipper, God worshipper. I don't know if they want it for themselves or seeking for it, or if that's already one of the 6 users. No idea. But this looks pretty interesting. I actually can't wait for this one to hit in theaters. Now, Warner Brothers produced this one, and it's going to hit cinemas this year. Obviously, I'm assuming Japan, of course. They go first, and then later on, I'm hoping they have an English, the English subs, so I can definitely watch it immediately, because I actually really want to see this one. I want to see this one, and they're also making a Full Metal Alchemist live action film. That one I'm kind of curious about. Me and friends have been discussing this to see if it was going to be good or bad. Or we don't know which latter. Hopefully not terrible, but at least minimum decent. Because it's kind of difficult to shove about this whole anime. Whenever anime is being live adapted to live action films, or adapted to live action films, it's kind of hard to shove every part of the story just boom in one film. Or even if they get multiple sequels, that's still not enough. Like I remember in the Rurouni Kenshin, there's 3 of them. The first movie. Shoot, that covered. They just put the majority of the beginning arc of what's it called, of the There was like, oh, like I said, basically got all these different arcs, and they kind of made them into one, kind of laid a flow into one. Even though they had to take out some features or some important facts, but it still worked somehow. And they made it. And the last two movies all about the Shishio arc, if I recall. But let's see, for what I heard for the Full Metal Alchemist one, I think it's only covering the majority up to the Shao Tucker arc. So I don't think they're really digging deep for the whole, the main story of Full Metal against getting the Philosopher's Stone, and about I think we'll still see probably envy, gluttony, and lust, like the three mains and all that. But I don't know how many Full Metal Alchemist movies they're gonna make. Now, another friend, good friend of mine, told me that they've actually finished filming in 3 months. That got me worried. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what he said, what he read. But if it's true, I am heavily worried. If it's like 3 months just to produce everything, just done filming in 3 months, that's way too short. Unless they did everything in just one take, which I don't know. So I'm kind of skeptical if that's true. If that's true. But with this one, though, what I like about this one, because it's not going with the anime stories, that's already been done with the first two films. This was completely different, completely new plot, everything. So they can actually do pretty well with this one, like really well. Something original, something we haven't read yet or ever. I mean, it's just completely new, and they can definitely revolve this around in a pretty straightforward plot story. These new characters, with familiar things. Obviously with the Death Note, the rules, the Shinigami. Maybe Nier will make an appearance. So, yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this one. I'm hoping, the English subs comes out pretty soon. Because I'm waiting for that one and the English subs for, I know this is not anime, but for the Ring vs. the Grudge film. Or maybe it did come out, I just didn't research enough to find it. So, either one, but I really can't wait to see this one. So, yeah, it actually looks pretty interesting. I really do want to see it. But anyways, I think that's all I got to say maybe about this film. I mean, there's probably a few more things, but I think those are the main things that I can think of. So yeah, alrighty, but yeah, can't wait to see it. So if you liked the video, you know what to do, and I hope you guys have a nice day.